Hey YouTube, Jay Kilroy here, back in the shop for a little shop ADHD. Couple things going on this evening. First, if you've watched the most recent video on the Allsmell drill press vise, if you haven't, please do. Here's the link so that you'll understand what I'm about to talk about. I completed the drill press vise, and then after my completion, my friend and pal Tom Lipton gave me some good nature ribbing, but nonetheless deserved. I want to point that out right up front. Good natured ribbing for leaving the job in a way that he might describe as not quite done, whereas the rest of us might say half-assed. Because I finished the end of the bar, the reaction bar, square, and it bolted under the vise, and there was a gap excuse me, at the end of the bar here where the radius of the cutter that I'd cut the groove with was. He pointed out that if I was actually going to do a good job, I would have to put a radius on the bar and remount it and cut the bad end off because I had a little extra length. And he was right. So I would like to thank Tom for pointing that out. And here you go. There's the radius on the bar. Cut that on the big mill. We will go to that footage now. All right. I got the bar flipped around, taken off the vise. I got it flipped around. And we're going to round over this corner with a 3/4 inch rounding mill. I've touched off on this end, and then we're just going to make a pass, raise the knee, make a pass, raise the knee, until we've fully formed this end. Raise the knee 200th thou there. much a full profile cut right here. I'm going to slow the feed rate down 1 notch and give it plenty of lube. Let's go check that out. All right, there you go. Cutting a full radius in 416 stainless. Cut fine. Even though that cutter is a piece of junk, relatively, it's getting dull. But anyway, that's done. I'm gonna re-drill the holes, cut off the bad end, and complete that to a higher standard. The reason I bring that up, because it's important. What Tom did was, he called me out because I was performing work that was not up to my own standard. And he knew it, and he was calling me out on it. Everybody needs someone like that. If you are working in a shop environment, a creative environment, in any way, any capacity, if you're working in a creative capacity, machinist, carpenter, cabinet maker, welder, fabricator, designer, artist, you name it, you need somebody that will call you out on your own BS. It's important. So he did, I'm fixing it, and I do appreciate it. Thank you, Tom. Need a little kick in the butt every now and then, and therefore I got it. I wanted to bring you a little viewer mail. A viewer contacted me, Mr. Paul Osborne. He saw my ADHD video that featured the clamps. A man can never have too many clamps. Check the cards. And he said, I got a little present for you. He sent me a clamp. Very nice size clamp, actually. There's no maker's mark on it. But it is a nice, heavy pattern 10-inch C-clamp. And he also sent me this little vintage baby. Hargrave standard clamp, 6-inch, Cincinnati Tool Company. It's got a very fine Acme thread, actually. It's not a V thread. It's a really fine thread, but it's an Acme thread. Anyway, Paul, thank you very much. Appreciate that. A man can never have too many clamps. Also, got a little eBay find. I haven't been doing a lot of stuff on eBay here recently, but I did manage to procure a couple of very nice horizontal milling cutters. Brand new, a new old stock. 5.5 by 1/2 by 1 1/4. From sharp as all get out. From JTS Machinery on eBay. Good deal. I think I paid about 40 bucks for those two, 20 bucks a piece. Can't not beat that with a stick. So we're going to get started here soon on the new depth stop for the drill press. This has become an issue, and we need to do something about it. Well, there you go. I found a big piece of ground stock in my stash. Not real sure what it is. I would have told you it was 01, except it wasn't rusted. And with a little bit of bandsaw work and shaper work, we end up with this block right here, which is going to mount to the quill. There's a bar. I'm going to take you over and show you what I got to work with. Okay, at some time in the past, the factory clamp that clamps around the quill and then the stop rod went through here was replaced. Somebody took this flat bar and welded it to the ring on the quill here, and then they had a big nanny state plexiglass protector bolted to this. So that's not going back on. So this bar, the one that I've just done, is going to sit right here, and we're going to have to cut us a groove in here for the stop rod to ride through. And if you look real careful, well, you can see this right. Let's see, tilt up a little bit. This switch right here, the stop rod, when you're using the tapping cycle, pulls down, and then you have a stop that trips this switch. That kicks it into reverse and will back it back out. And then this switch down here, which I think you can just see, that switch cuts it off. So in order to use the tapping cycle to its fullest, we really need to be able to do this. So we can set the thing up to tap, set a depth, and then boom, and it'll feed. Also, this right here is the kick out for the power feed. So if you're just drilling a hole and you set a depth, this is what kicks the power feed out, so that the feed stops and you're to depth. So these are the couple of things we have to accomplish here. This block, obviously, here trips that switch. The rod's going to go here with an adjustable stop that's going to trigger this here and also trip the power feed disconnect. So that's really our end of this shop ADHD. We've got us a start on the new depth stop for the all-small drill press. We have also rounded over the end of that bar and are in the process of correcting my horrific, I guess, shortcoming on that little piece of performance. And that's about that. Look for a continuation of this here very soon. And be safe in the shop. I'll be back with you soon.